Let's try one more time. All right. Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahshua Thumb to all the men, all the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shemar al Thumb Hashem Yahshua to all the sisters. All right. This is ICPK Arizona. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go into it, right? As I was saying before the internet got cut off, right? I was talking about how our topic for today is love, right? And how everybody wants to know, everybody wants to say that they love the Most High, but how do you prove within the scriptures and within yourselves? You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is that in the ISUPK, we're not going to talk about what you know what I'm saying, what I personally, you know what I'm saying. We're not going to personalize these scriptures to you know what I'm saying, to make it like this is what I feel. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Christianity does a lot to you. That they give you, you know what I'm saying? They care so much about how you feel. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about not being able to smoke weed. How you feel about not eating pork. You know what I'm saying? Because what you feel, you know what I'm saying, matters to them, right? But the Most High doesn't give a damn about how you feel. You know what I'm saying? All he cares about is if you're gonna obey. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to obey, right? And let's go to book of First John chapter 2, verse 3. Right? It says here, and hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, right? If you Christians, if you, right, you Jakes, right? Jake is a you know what I'm saying, a word that we like to use to say a brother in the world, right? If you Jakes love, claim to say you love the Most High, this is how you know you love the Most High. If you keep his commandments, right? None of that, you know what I'm saying? God knows me in my heart, right? Nah, this is how you know the Most High. So don't even fix your lips to say you love the Most High, or don't even try to say that you know, right? You know these scriptures when you do not, right? When you're not even keeping the commandments, right? He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him, right? That's another thing. The truth is not in you, right? Why? Because you're worshiping the moon. Why? Because you love to say that you can molest children and use the scriptures in your defense. You know what I'm saying? Like you like the thing is that there's so many, you know what I'm saying, religions out there that it disgusts the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Like the Most High is disgusted with you. Why? Because you turn his word into something that doesn't even exist. You know what I'm saying? Something that doesn't exist. It is He's not talking about that. Right? Like for instance, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to talk about saving everybody, but nowhere in the scriptures it talks about, you know what I'm saying, the Most High having love for everyone. That's why do you think he destroyed what is it, the Tower of Babel? Why do you think that was destroyed? Why do you think everybody was given their own language? Because he loves it? No, he doesn't want nobody to join together. You know what I'm saying? You love your people. You know what I'm saying? You love blacks and Hispanics, and you hate what the Most High hates. You know what I'm saying? He hates, you know what I'm saying, these other heathens. As he says these other heathens are like unto a drop of a bucket. They're like unto spittle. They are nothing. They're useless. You know what I'm saying? But you should love what he loves, and he loves his people. You know what I'm saying? His children. his chosen people, you know what I'm saying? Which is the lost 12, the lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, you know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? And it goes on and says, right? And another thing, right? It says, and the truth is not in you, right? And all these religions do not have the truth, seeing how they, you know what I'm saying? How their cult, you know what I'm saying, allows molestation, how their cult allows rape, and they allow it, they allow the criminal to get away with it. You know what I'm saying? That's Christianity for you. You know what I'm saying? That's Christianity for you. The truth is not in there. You know what I'm saying? Verse 5 says, but whosoever keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected. Hereby we know that we love, that we are, so like, hereby know we that we are in him, right? Now, that's that's perfect. That's being perfect, right? Love, keeping the commandments is being perfect, right? That's what it's saying right there, right? It says, in verily is the love God of God perfected, right? Now you got to be perfect, right? You got to be perfect. You got to keep all the commandments, man, right? Now, to a Christian, he falls and dies and rolls over, you know what I'm saying, and makes an excuse, you know what I'm saying, for his sins, right? He makes an excuse to not to not keep all the commandments, right? Let's see if I got the one I'm looking for. Give me a second. No, 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 no. All right. I believe it's in Ecclesiastes. You know what? For time's sake, I'm just leave it at that. Let's get first, Second John chapter 1. All right, verse 2. Or it's like 6. Right. Hold on. I'm over here on Second Peter's. It's like, yeah. Right. Verse 6 says, book of Second John, chapter 1, verse 6. It says, and this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it. Right? Like, this is the thing, right? That the Bible never changes, right? That the word of the Most High never changes, right? The people who make it change is your religious leaders. You know what I'm saying? To use it for their benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem, right? Like, a real man, a real prophet of the Lord will never change the words that, you know what I'm saying, that the Most High, you know what I'm saying, that come out of this Bible, right? You're not gonna say that. You're not gonna read one thing and say that no. You're not gonna read John 3:16 and say no. That means he loves everybody. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it's saying everybody. The problem is that you're not understanding context. You know what I'm saying? You're not understanding what you're reading, right? That's why the Christian. That's why anybody, if you're not in the ISUPK, you're not in the truth, and the truth is not in you. You know what I'm saying? You don't carry the truth. You know what I'm saying? And you should let people know that. You should let people know that you don't understand what you're reading. You should let people understand that you don't understand what you're talking about. Why? Because you don't live like Christ. You know what I'm saying? You All right, Slocky, man. This. Give me a second. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, man. Like you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you know what you're getting yourself into because you can lead people astray. You know what I'm saying? You can turn, you could turn you could turn the people, right? You could turn the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You could give their like your the thing is that when you tell someone, right? When you tell someone that God loves everyone, you know what you're doing. Here we go again. Salaki. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the what? Salaki. And that's why the oppressed is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Because man, you don't want this truth to come out, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, real quick, shout out to Kentucky 8, you know what I'm saying? It's like it. Shout out to the brothers that went to the mission to Acuna, you know what I'm saying? With under Captain Yatazak, you know what I'm saying? 1 year anniversary of that, of what those brothers did. Brave thing that they did, you know what I'm saying? Showing real love to the so called Haitians, you know what I'm saying? Feeding our people, right? And that's look, that's a great example right there, right? The mission to Acuna, that's real love. You know what I'm saying? Giving up, like you know what I'm saying? Going towards the danger. Doing that's the thing. Doing the thing that nobody thinks about doing, right? Being extreme. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be extreme to love your people. And your people, you know what I'm saying, are not are the ones that are being oppressed. Nobody, like, you know what I'm saying. That's why when it says Zephaniah 2:1, where it says Zephaniah 2:1, oh, gather yourselves together, O nation I desire. Like that's the very, you know what I'm saying, that is so true. Like we are the not desired. You know what I'm saying. That's why when I first heard this truth, I was like, yo, like I never heard anybody say that God's chosen people, you know what I'm saying, or that the Most High only loves blacks and Hispanics, because you see the world, who loves us? You know what I'm saying? Like you see the world, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Where do you see that? You know what I'm saying? These people, the people of God, these people are you know what I'm saying? These are the people of God, because look at how everybody treats them. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? You got to look at, like, you got to see and understand that we are being oppressed, you know what I'm saying? And that we are you know what I'm saying, cursed. And that we fit the curses that come out of the book of Deuteronomy, you know what I'm saying? And these, these Amalek, you know what I'm saying? The so-called the Jewish, you know what I'm saying, the so-called Jew, like they're not the real Jews. You know what I'm saying? They're not the real Jews. You know what I'm saying? And they're showing you hate every day, man, for taking your, you know what I'm saying, your identity. You know what I'm saying? Taking your identity. And the world, and you know what I'm saying, and America does not love you. I mean, they show you every day too. You know what I'm saying? They show us every year. You know what I'm saying? There's a breaking news, you know what I'm saying, da 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 da, something coming up, you know what I'm saying, something that they just murdered a brother unjust, you know what I'm saying? Murdered a brother, a sister, in a horrible way, and it's caught on camera. And things like that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta wake up to and realize that, like, come on, man. Like, what is love, man? What is love? You know what I'm saying? What is love? For you Christians, what is love, man? You know what I'm saying? You like to say you love, you know what I'm saying, everybody. Like, well, then show it. Prove it. You know what I'm saying? Because right here it says that you don't have the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Let's read that one more time. Second John chapter 1, verse 6 says, "And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it." You know what I'm saying? Let's get John chapter 4. First John chapter 4, verse 17, right? "Here is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment." You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to First John 2 and 3, right, where it talks about, you know what I'm saying, perfecting this is how you know that you have perfected love. You know what I'm saying? If you keep his commandments. You know what I'm saying? And right, and hear how, you know what I'm saying, hear how you have to keep, you know what I'm saying, the laws, how you have to, you know what I'm saying, you have to stop eating pork, stop, you know what I'm saying, celebrating these pagan holidays, stop doing all these things, you know what I'm saying, and then you go and turn, you know what I'm saying, turn your ear against the law. Now what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You're showing hatred. You know what I'm saying? You're showing hatred towards who? Towards Christ. You know what I'm saying? Hearing how Christ died for you, you know what I'm saying, to come back, you're showing hatred. You know what I'm saying? You're showing hatred not only towards, you know what I'm saying, Christ, but towards your people. You know what I'm saying? Towards your brothers. And in the day of judgment, it's gonna be a, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a sad day for you. Right? That's why it says, "Here is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment." You know what I'm saying? What's boldness? Let's look that up real quick, right? Boldness. Boldness. It says willingly to take risks and act confident in confidence or courage. You know what I'm saying? Confidence or courage, right? Being bold, you're gonna have to have, right. That's why, like, look, another thing, right? Another thing that the brothers that went to Acuna, right? That mission to Acuna, they had that boldness. Why did they have that boldness, right? Why can you say, There you go. It's like why could these brothers go to a what level 3 danger zone? Because they perfected their love. You know what I'm saying? They do what they are ordered to do. You know what I'm saying? Endure. You know what I'm saying? Fight. You know what I'm saying? Keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Be brotherly to one another. You know what I'm saying? Go out and feed your people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't learn that nowhere else, right? You don't learn, you know what I'm saying, how to be brotherly to one another nowhere else. You know what you learn? How to get when you get drunk, you start to get in fights. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? You get so drunk that you know what I'm saying, you start a fight out of nothing. Out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? You get so drunk you try to hit on your brother's rib. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you do. And I know because I was in that world. You know what I'm saying? I seen all these things happening. You know what I'm saying? You see when Thanksgiving comes and Christmas comes, everybody gets drunk. New Year's comes, everybody goes to one house. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is in our I don't know about the other tribes, but Issacharites, they all pick a house that they're all gonna meet at, and it's always either moms or grandmas. You know what I'm saying? Like the one that Salaki. I know. Look, probably probably gonna cut it short. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I was saying, man. Um, Boldness, right? What the brothers did in the mission to Acuna, they were most definitely bold. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to know how to gain that courage, you know what I'm saying? Gain some of that courage, then you're gonna have to do what the men above you tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? Which is to get in class, get in all black, pay your tithes, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we could hopefully get stable, right? Let's get let's get uh let's get First John. We'll probably close it out with this. You know what I'm saying? Let's get First John chapter 1. It's like a 2, verse 15. Right? Talked about love. Now let's talk about, you know what I'm saying? The it says love not the world, right? Love not the world. What world are we talking about here? The world of our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? The world of Christianity. The world that we all escaped. You know what I'm saying? If you in the ISUPK, you escaped this world. You know what I'm saying? That's why you in here. Because you hate how your people are treated. You know what I'm saying? Because of the conditions that they're living in, you see that Man. All right, Sly. Internet keeps going out. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, man, you gotta hate that condition, man. You gotta hate that word. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read it one more time. It says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world." Right now, John 3:16 says, "Love the world." Right? It's like for the love of the world. Right? For the love of the world. Right? And in First John 2:15 says, "Love not the world." Right? There's two difference. Right? One's talking about loving the world, right? And the other one's talking about loving, don't love the world, right? The one that's talking about loving the world is talking about loving your people, man. Loving your people, loving blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Getting with, you know what I'm saying, getting with the program of joining together. You know what I'm saying? Getting with the program of supporting black businesses. You know what I'm saying? Getting with the business of, you know what I'm saying, supporting taco stands. You know what I'm saying? Getting with your own people. You know what I'm saying? Getting with your own people, loving your people. You know what I'm saying? Having compassion for your people, right? Now, loving the one in First John 2:15 says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world." Right? That one is talking about the world of our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? The world where, you know what I'm saying, the world where it teaches you that it's okay to be a so-called, you know what I'm saying, so like to be a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? It's like to be part of the LGBTQ. The world where it teaches your children that it's okay to, you know what I'm saying, change your identity at, what was it, the age of 12, 9? You know what I'm saying? Like that world you should hate. The world where it teaches your children that it's okay to gender. That world is the world that you should hate. That world you should never love. You should never have compassion. You know what I'm saying? It's like you should never try to, you know what I'm saying, join yourself to that world. Why? Because that world will teach you to hate your people, man. That's why it says, "Love not the world," right? And then it follows it up with, "If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." That's why you do not love the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't love your people, because you love so much what America has to get offer. You know what I'm saying? You love so much about, you know what I'm saying? You love so much Independence Day, 4th of July, you know what I'm saying? 9/11, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's, Easter Bunny, all that. You love that world, right? Well, guess what? During these holidays, during these seasons, they killed, they murdered, they raped, and they mocked us. You know what I'm saying? They mocked and they laughed at our destruction. They laughed at our calamity. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? In the time when the time when in the time where Christ returns, when Christ returns, right? There's gonna be a time where we're gonna hear their cries. There's gonna be a time where we're gonna see their suffering. You know what I'm saying? Where we're gonna see their, you know what I'm saying, their children call out for mommy. You know what I'm saying? For mommy, for mommy. You know what I'm saying? Where's my mommy? You know what I'm saying? You gonna hear all that. And guess what? In that time, you're not gonna be helped. You know what I'm saying? These are the people in that time you're not gonna have any power. You know what I'm saying? Just like how we had no power. You know what I'm saying? Just like how we had no control. Just like how we have no what? We had no help. Well, guess what? There's gonna be a time where you're not gonna have the same. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? It's gonna be even worse for you. You know what I'm saying? Because what does it say? Give rendered or give her double. You know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing. Give her double. You know what I'm saying? Because look at what they've done to us, man. But guess what? We're not gonna be as wicked as you. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna be as wicked as you. We're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to rape nobody. You know what I'm saying? And everything we're gonna do is gonna be what? It's gonna be righteous. It's gonna be in the name of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Your blood is gonna be spilled. You know what I'm saying? In the name of the Lord. Like everything like that, and that's all when Christ returns, man. Like I said, man, like in today's time, we don't gotta do no crime. We don't gotta do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it says in Revelations, what is it, 9 and 13? Or it's like it is it 10 and 13? It's like it. So like this internet. Look, I'm gonna just end it with this, right? Revelations 13 and 9 says, "If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity." Right? First part it says, "He that have an ear, let him hear." Right? If you can understand, understand this. Right? If you take a people, you know what I'm saying, into captivity, guess what? You will go into captivity. Right? And guess what? We've been under captivity under all these other nations, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been in captivity under every nation. Well, guess what? Every nation is going into captivity, right? Who, Slakia? He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword, right? That's why I said you gonna die when Christ returns, man, right? And then it says, "Here is the patience." That's man, that's the key word, patience, right? Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, right? That's what we're working on. You know what I'm saying? We're working on patience. We're working on, you know what I'm saying, gathering our people together, waking up our people, making sure that what? That our people are doing what the Most High is, you know what I'm saying, getting them prepared for what is to come, right?